If you're dyeing Easter eggs this year, chances are pretty good that you're going to have some leftover dye. So I came up with a quick and easy way to use up that leftover dye to make some really awesome collage papers. We're going to be dip dyeing, and the process is super easy. So here's a quick look at some of the papers we'll be making. As you can see, the paper is transparent because I'm using rice paper. So whatever you put behind it when you collage will really show through, but you can get some beautiful subtle patterns using that dye and some very, very simple folding. Hey, I'm Julie Fei-Fan Balzer, and I love art and sharing everything that I know about art with you. So I hope you enjoy this video and be sure to subscribe to my channel. So here are my leftover Easter egg dies. You can see them here. And then over here, I've put a piece of watercolor paper that just has some scribbles and stuff my son was doing on it, just to catch any extra drippings. I have this is a baking rack, and it's all in a little plastic tub. Then I'm going to be using this Japanese rice paper, but you could use any thin absorbent paper. And this is very, very thin. It's close to tissue paper is what I would say in terms of the thinness, but it's a little stronger than that. And I'm just going to fold this. Now, there are some very formal ways that you can fold it to create more of a, oh, I have a sticker from my son still on my hand. We were playing earlier today, dyeing eggs, obviously. But one of the things I do is I don't really pay attention to it being that formal. I'm going to do a very simple accordion. You could do a triangle. You can even crumple it. I've experimented with it. You can do really tight folds. You can do loose ones. I mean, there are some, again, like everything else, there are formal ways to do it, but this is just a really fun, easy project and a way to use your leftover dye. So once your paper is folded, you're literally just going to dip it, and you can see how the color comes throughout. The longer you leave it in, the further it will kind of run. And then your fingers are going to get dirty because I like to dip the other side in a contrasting color. Now, I have tried several times to pull the paper apart at this point, and what I found is it just rips. So that's why I like to simply place it on the drying rack to dry, and I'll come back when it is drier. So you can see again, like you can do all kinds of folds. There's sort of anything goes here. You're just having fun with some dip dyeing. Oops, totally dropped that one. And you know what? It'll probably be a very interesting result. Dip it once, dip it twice, dip it 3 times, hold it in different parts. You do whatever you want. I think the goal here for me is just to kind of have fun, experiment. And it's kind of like you never know exactly what you're going to get. So there's a lot of dye here. So you could do this for a lot of paper. But I'm just going to wait and let this all dry, and then we'll see what we've got. One quick side note, if you have any papers that you don't absolutely love, you can always fold them again and try again and sort of layer it up. So when you unfold your paper, it will look something like this. And if you were impatient like me and started to unfold it when it was wet, you will probably rip it. So again, it won't rip if it's totally dry, but if it's damp or wet, you will likely rip it. So actually wait. And then I have an iron that's just set to the cotton setting, which is the highest setting on my iron. And I'm just ironing these folds out of the paper, so you can take your time to kind of pull them out. I do have a Teflon craft sheet down to protect my ironing board from any of these, the dyes, just to be super safe. But you certainly could also just use a piece of paper or something under here to do that as well. If you're using the same iron that you iron your clothes with, this is a dedicated craft iron, then I would also clean your iron afterwards just to make sure that there's nothing left on there that's gonna get your clothes. Okay, and you can see my paper is totally flat, but the lines are still there from the folds because of the way that the dye settled. So let's take a look at the papers that we made. much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, I hope you will like, subscribe, and check out my online classes at balzerdesigns.com.